morning from Glen, California. Today we are at Carriere Family Farms inside one of their bulk in-shell storage warehouses. Behind me you can see some in-shell chandler. These are stored and ready for further processing, and this building holds about 7 million pounds in total. Before we jump into the shipment report, we'd like to cover COVID-19 and how it's affecting us here. We are still keeping our precautions and still following all of the health measures that we have in place to keep our employees safe and healthy. In addition, we are processing very smoothly and very comparable to where we would normally be on a standard year. The January shipment report showed extremely strong shipments on both in-shell and kernels. Despite having the shipping restraints on exporting, we still saw very impressive numbers, and we saw an overall 12% increase in shipments over 2019 crop. California walnut handlers are reporting a total crop of 783,000 tons. This is slightly over the NASS crop estimate of 780,000 tons. At this point, we do not expect this number to grow any further, as almost all walnuts should have been received by now. Canada and the United States are still showing very strong shipments for both kernels and in-shell on a year-to-date basis. Canada has more than doubled their 2019 in-shell shipments, and the United States is seeing a 2% increase in over 2019 shipments in kernels. However, we are seeing a slight decline in kernel shipments to the United States by 20% when compared to the month of January in 2019. Despite the United States being slightly down for the month of January on kernel shipments, they are still the world's largest consumer of walnut kernels. The European market continues to be the only region in the world that has seen declines in shipments from the previous year. Overall shipments have declined by over 10% for in-shell and 7.48% on kernels. The Middle Eastern market continues to show very strong shipments for both kernels and in-shell. This market traditionally is a very heavy in-shell buying region. However, we have now seen kernel shipments increase by over 100% when compared to last year. With receipts and shipments of over 92 million pounds of in-shell, Turkey continues to dominate the world in in-shell consumption, while Israel, the UAE, and Jordan have started to push the lead for kernels shipped to this region as well. The Asia-Pacific Rim regions continue to show strong shipments on both in-shell and kernels. India is still the main leader on in-shell consumption in this region. However, if you look at the month of January shipments compared to the 2019 January shipments, we are seeing things fall a little bit behind for the month. While in-shell shipments remain strong, Korea and Japan continue to lead this region on kernel shipments. Overall, we're very pleased with the last shipment report. We're happy to see that shipments continue to remain strong, even with export constraints at the shipping yard, as well as seeing domestic markets continue to demand walnuts. We are starting to see prices rise very aggressively as less availability of chandler and high half count material is available for offering out into the general market. We are hearing that chili is going to start prices between the $1.35 and $1.45 per pound on the in-shell basis. If they're able to hold this level, we expect new crop to come in at a much more elevated level than what we saw this season. The only constraint we have at this moment seems to be shipping lines for export markets. Currently, we are all experiencing rebookings and vessels being canceled or delayed due to containers and availability. Thank you all for watching today. If you happen to hear any background noises during the video, please note that is from our current expansion project that is still under construction. Thank you. Best wishes to you, your family, and your teams.